Thanks so much for being here today. I have this word from Jesus today, and he's saying, stop looking elsewhere, but look to me. You know the things that are to come. I've given you my word. In the book of Revelation, he told John all the things that were going to happen. And John wrote it down so that we could look at it. So it wouldn't be a mystery to us. And still, he's saying, those of you who seek to know me are walking right past me. You're looking at the things that are instead of the things that are to come. Jesus is coming on the clouds. He showed John that. And the things that John said about him were wild, and people have a hard time believing those things. It says that he was in the spirit and he heard a voice speaking to him, and it was the Son of Man, and he was wearing a full-length robe with a golden sash over his chest, and his hair was like white, like wool, and it was glistening like snow, and his eyes were like flames of fire. His feet were gleaming like bright metal, and they were as if they were glowing in fire, and his voice was like the roar of many rushing waters. And when John saw him, he said his face was shining like the brightness of blinding sun, and I fell down at his feet as good as dead. And he laid his right hand on me, and I heard his reassuring voice say, "Don't yield to fear. I'm the beginning and the end, the living one. I was dead, but now I am alive forever and ever, and I hold the keys that unlock death and the unseen world." Now I want you to write down what you've seen, what it is, and what comes after the things that I reveal to you. This looks so wild. It looks so crazy, and it looks unreal, but that's because we're not in tune to the spirit realm. We're not open. We shut things out, including, Jesus is saying to me today, including prophets, people he has sent. And they're not always people in the church, but on YouTube, around you. He's speaking to us to prepare us for his return. Yet many know the news and the things that are happening in the world, but they don't know what Jesus said. And what he's saying today is, look to me. He is the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. God is in control. The things that are happening now, we're told that they were going to happen. Jesus said they would happen, and he was going to come and put a stop to everything. And yet, even as Christians, many are just wrapped up in the things that they can see in the temporal realm, instead of looking to Jesus, instead of looking at the Word, knowing what's going to happen, actually opening the book of Revelation and asking Jesus to make it real to you, instead of looking at it and saying, wow, that's over my head. Of course it's not. He's asking you to look at it. It says you're blessed if you read the book, because you're going to know what's going to happen and you're going to be prepared. Many say, oh, I'm ready. Well, have you read this book? Or is it the news that you're focused on? The things that are happening that were foretold to happen. But when it comes to what Jesus said, you're not paying attention. You're not interested. Jesus, help us to see what you see and hear what you're saying to us. Help us to keep our focus on you and not on the things around us. Help us, Lord. Help us. We can't do this without you. We need you. Jesus, saying, keep your eyes on him. Don't look to the right or to the left, or you're going to miss it. You need to know what's in this book. You need to look at it every day. Turn off the news. Many people haven't memorized all the things that happen in detail. And he's saying, turn it off and look to me. Turn it off and find out what your assignment is. Turn to me. Keep your focus on me. That's what Jesus is saying today. Many don't know the first thing about Jesus, his character, or how we are to be that bride without spot or wrinkle. We're not paying attention to even the baby stuff that we were taught. And that all this is going to be happening. And if you're not ready, you're in trouble. If you don't know what's happening, you're in trouble. You're going to miss it. Knowing what's happening in the spirit realm is vital. And so we should be watching and praying. But instead, many are watching the news and not praying. Or praying out of ignorance. Look to me. I just keep hearing him say that. Look to me. Keep your eyes on me. The time is near. It's short. Revelation 3:20, Jesus said, I'm knocking at the door of your heart. And if you would heed my voice, I'll come and live on the inside of you. I'll dine with you. That means he's going to prepare you, teach you, reveal mysteries to you. He's going to show you things to come, just like he did John. He was in the spirit that day. It was nothing he did. Jesus just came and told him, appeared to him. And there might be things that Jesus wants you to do. It's vital. It's of importance. And the things going around you are taking over your life, your thinking. And that's what it's meant to do. That's what Satan means to do. He's out to steal, kill, and destroy. He's trying to get your attention off Jesus and on what is. So that's the word I have for you today. If you never asked Jesus to come live on the inside of you, then do that. Just ask him to come and he will. And he'll be faithful to prepare you. But you have to be faithful to listen, to heed his voice. Pay attention. God bless you.